Hello guys, and welcome to our new video. Finally, we will do review of this Acer Predator Triton 17X, and it is a full review. So if you haven't already watched, I have an unboxing video. I will link it somewhere here, I don't know, and you can take a look, then come back here and take a look full review. So first of all, we start with the design. Before we go deeper into design, I want to say something that I really don't like in community, and that is saying that gamery means a lot of RGB. Why does the gamery has to be a lot of RGB? Why doesn't gamery don't look like this? It doesn't have a lot of RGB, but it does have enough. And if you open this beautiful thing and start it on, you will see that the only RGB is the Predator logo right here, button which we change the modes, and keyboard. And that is fine with me because it looks sleek, modern, futuristic and beautiful. This keyboard is very good. We will talk about it a little bit later, but for now I want to say that it is per key RGB lighting, so you can change whatever you like here. The design of laptop, as said, is built from one piece of aluminium. It's all aluminium here. Look at this. The quality of this build is amazing. There is no wobble. You can open the display with one hand, and no wobble at all. Just a slightly little when you open it, and bear in mind this laptop stands now on a laptop stand, which increases that. Here at the top we have two speakers and also 3 openings for the fans. So it is a blow-through design. If you take a look from the below, the laptop takes air from inside, from below, and pulls it up and out of the sides. The placement of the exhausts are good because they do not go in your way, then they don't blow into your hand when you use the mouse. Next thing that we have to say is the weight. The laptop weighs around 3 kilograms and it is a 17-inch laptop which has a 16:10 aspect ratio, and it is, for me, amazing. It's a perfect balance for you to wear it wherever you want. It's not thick laptop. Look at this, so slim. It's even slimmer than my old MacBook Pro that I had for already 13 and 13 years. So this is a very nice design. For me, it is not heavy because I'm a big dude, but for many of you who are a little bit smaller, can be a little bit heavier when you take it somewhere. And when we are taking somewhere, we have to talk about the charger. This brick is huge and heavy. I didn't weigh it, but man, I would say 1 kilogram. I don't know. It's too heavy. It's a good thing that we can use a smaller charger, I think around 120 or 150 watts here, left and right on the USB-Cs. So the next thing that we'll talk about is specification. This laptop is fully spec'd. It has RTX 4090 inside. It has Intel i9 3090HX processor with 24 cores and 32 threads. It is a 17-inch mini LED display with HDR contrast over 1000, and in SDR content it's around 800 to 900, which is absolutely amazing. The colors are perfect on this thing. You can watch movies, play games, beautiful. Next thing, it is 64 gigabytes of RAM inside, 5200 megahertz, and also it has a 2 terabytes SSD inside. While we are talking about design, we have to talk about the interiors. I didn't open the laptop, but I found the link on YouTube where some guy opened it, and I know that the motherboard is flipped around. So if you want to do some upgrades, it's not easy, but luckily my laptop is fully stacked. I can only add maybe just 2 more terabytes, then I have the full storage inside, and that's it. No need to upgrade anything because this is one hell of a beast of a laptop. The keyboard for me, it's amazing. It's not like a mechanical keyboard with a real travel and everything, but it has enough travel and it feels comfortable to write on and game on. The body doesn't get too warm while you are playing because the cooling is adequate here. In my gaming sessions I saw that in performance mode it has around 70 to 75, maybe to 80 degrees on the CPU and 80 to 85 until 90 in GPU. Turbo on the other hand is a slight overclock on this laptop and it goes 80 to 85 to 90 on CPU, but I haven't seen it doing too much until 90, so maximal 85, and GPU 90 to 95. That is rather hot, but speaking of a laptop with a really good cooling, you don't feel it on a chassis. Even if it is this aluminum frame which kind of gets hot like a razor blade. I had my friend and I tested that, but this thing it stays cool all the time. Only thing that I've noticed is a little bit warmed here where the exhausts are, and that is of course normal. Bear in mind I'm testing this laptop in the winter when it is not too warm, so I cannot say what will happen in the summer. The next thing that we have to talk about is software inside of this laptop. We have a BIOS inside. You cannot overclock, you cannot undervolt, it's just basic and I don't like it. The next thing that we have here is this Acer Predator software. So I'll pull it a little bit more so you can see. So here it's basic. You have a scenario, you can change mode, fan control, lighting of your keyboard and advanced setting. Here you have some temperatures. Right now CPU is 46 degrees and GPU is 35. It's alright. What this thing lacks is overclocking and undervolting, which I really want to do on this laptop. I think it will be improving a lot when we could undervolt the CPU and GPU and increase a little bit frequency if that's possible. Then this laptop would become even more stronger and it could last longer because it isn't warm all the time. So on a scale from 1 to 5, I would give 3 to the software. It is intuitive, it is easy to use, but it lacks a lot of features. That is why it's only a 3. The next thing that we'll talk about is touchpad. The touchpad is glass and it's amazing to use. If you do not have your mouse with you, it feels perfectly normal to do anything on it, everything on it, and I love it. Here we have a fingerprint scanner which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work. 3 out of 5. Not great, not terrible. The camera on the other side is full HD. It's decent quality camera, but it lacks Windows Hello feature, so you cannot enable it to unlock your laptop. The battery on these things is not great, as you all expected. It is 99.9 or 100 watts battery, but it doesn't last long. On a battery and reduce the brightness to almost minimum, it lasts about 2.5 hours. You can watch 4K videos on it, movies, so it is enough for you to enjoy one good movie. More than that, it's not possible. Video editing, not bad, not great when it's on battery. When it's not on battery, when it's plugged in, it's completely another story. This becomes better than your PC. So if you are moving from one place to another place, like I'm doing because I'm living in Germany and in Bosnia, when you take this thing with you and you plug it in, it is more than enough to replace your computer. Actually, I have a computer that has a RTX 3090 inside and Ryzen 5 800X, and this thing beats it in everything, from graphics card until the performance. I'll throw some benchmark inside when I show you results. Performance on this thing. So we have 4 performance modes. The first one is quiet. If you put the laptop in quiet, it's very quiet. You do not hear anything. If you come real close with your ear, you will hear a little bit fan spinning, and that's it, no more. And you can still watch 4K videos on it. Amazing. Balance mode, which this laptop is put right now, you can hear some fans, but they do not annoy you at all. They are very nice, very good. I love it. Performance mode. Performance mode, I think the fans are spinning around 75% and they are pretty loud. If you are having headphones on, it's good. When you are put this laptop in turbo, which is also overclock, the fans automatically rise to 100% and to 20%, I think. So if you are not doing anything on your laptop, it's comfortably spinning like in balance mode, and when you start play, then can go to 100%, and it is really loud. But if you have headphones on, it doesn't annoy you at all. So I think it's around 55 decibels. I don't know, I can't measure it now because I don't have tools, but I would say around 55 decibel is in turbo mode on maximum, and around 50 in performance mode. All of other modes are very nice, very quiet, 20 to 30 decibels when you are in balance mode, which is amazing. Now let's talk about a little bit more about display. The display is, as said before, mini LED. It has a 1000 dimming zone. It has amazing contrast, beautiful saturated colors, and we have to talk about HDR and SDR content. When we are in HDR content on this thing, it is so bright you need Ray-Bans. So bright. One thing that I've noticed when I have HDR on is blooming. It has a little bit blooming, but not too much. You can live with it. But when you turn off the HDR, the blooming completely disappears. Well, it's not completely. If you really come close to your laptop and you are in a dark room and you watch it, you can see a little bit bleeding, but I'm very satisfied with it. I like it. So other than that, display is really amazing. As you can see from this preview, it is a Costa Rica 4K, and I don't know how much you can see on the camera, but in person this is absolutely stunning, beautiful. It's almost as my OLED TV, because I have a 42-inch C2 OLED as my main computer. Colors and contrast are absolutely amazing on that thing, and it's the best thing that you can have. This comes really close to it. If you do not have an OLED to compare, you would never know that this display is a little bit inferior to OLED. When you have OLED there and you look at it, it's close enough, but I tell you, you will not regret it. It's amazing. This is the main thing why I bought this laptop. I like to have a good display, and this display is amazing. I have said this many times, amazing, but truly is. I love it. I couldn't go back to IPS panel after having an OLED, and this is perfect for me. This is the only big laptop of 2023 that is above 16 inch that has a mini OLED display. Yes, you have a Predator Helios, but it doesn't even come close to performance, good looking design as the Predator 17. If you want all around good package, this is the thing to get. What are the bad things of this laptop? There are only few things that I've noticed, and that is probably because before I use always a Mac when I'm traveling, and now I'm using this. When I put the laptop to sleep, right now if I put it to sleep, it will wake up instantly, but if I leave it a little bit longer and then I open it, sometimes it doesn't want to come online, so you have to turn it off and turn it on. I don't know if this is a problem with laptop or with Windows. I couldn't solve it. If you have some solution, please write down in a comment. I've tried almost anything, playing with BIOS, disabling hibernation, but every time happens the same thing. But it's not a deal breaker. I turn this laptop off when I go, and that's it. The next drawback is, as I said before, it's a Windows laptop, it's not Mac, so it's not so much created to be carried around like a MacBook. It's not always ready on a moment. The battery is a little bit downside. it's not so great, and that's it. Also, I have forgot to mention here on the side we do not have a full keyboard, but this nice centered keyboard, and we have some media buttons that you can use. The next thing that we have to talk about are ports. On the left side of the laptop we have a power. Here's your internet connector, here is USB, USB-C, handphone jack. On the other side you have HDMI, you have full SDR card slot, you have another USB and USB-C, which is more than enough for this laptop. On the back of the laptop everything is made for cooling. The air comes out of this thing. The next thing that we have to test is speakers and latency of the speakers. The latency is not great, but it's not terrible. It's better than most of the other laptops from this year. Speakers, we have 6 speakers inside and they sound decent. If you are listening from this side, they are not so great because they are stereo, so you have to be right in front of the laptop to enjoy. The bass is not so deep, but it's better than most of the laptops that I've heard, and it's good enough to enjoy a movie when you are on your trip. Speaker sound test. Left is our Triton and right is MacBook Air 1. So let's hear it. 40%. Now MacBook. Speaker test, 80%. Now the MacBook, 80%. You have waited long enough. Now we will talk about performance, benchmarks and games. Now I didn't want to include just raw numbers. I played some games on it and recorded it. So I will show you how this laptop behaves while you are playing a game. It's not all about highest and lowest frames, but when you see it in action you can really see how good this thing is. Benchmarks. Time Spy, amazing, better than my main PC. Firestrike is around 26,000, which is also mind-blowing. Everything about this laptop is beautiful. Also, because this is an RTX 4090 laptop, you can enjoy the DLS support and the new 3.5 DLS and frame generation, and this adds so much character to this laptop. Now you will take a look everything and see for yourself.
Sight of the tower. I thought that would be fucking obvious. That's it. Recon what we have and let's move on to the next sector. Sector 1 Delta 6, strong contender.
Magazines depleted.
whoa.
Weapon systems.
How you firing that? Jesus! But that is fucking beautiful! Action. Enemy icon chatter indicates they're still in the area. How come?
We're just coming up on the area now, over.
Those electric arrow engine will be light up a large area. Try them out in the lake there.
Warning. Primary asset has been destroyed.
Heads up, Prophet. Cell reinforcements on route.
Security lockdown. Your insurance claim has an Acer vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following place.
And it's time to conclude this video, guys. Do I regret buying this laptop? No, not at all. I bought it on a Black Friday. It was amazing deal. It was 1,000 euros down on a page of Acer, and also I've got a code that took another 7%, so I got a very good deal on this laptop. It's so good. It's better than every other laptop that I've tested, that I've seen in person in this year. It's so well built. It doesn't have any plastic. It's built from one piece. It's metal. It's sturdy. You cannot bend this thing. You can try, but you cannot do it. Everything is completely amazing. Performance is on par. I bought this laptop mainly because I'm recording videos for my channel about Star Citizen and other things, so when I travel I need a strong computer that can actually pull this game in a really good performance, and this laptop does it without any problems. If you want to buy this laptop, go get it because it is amazing. Only wait to discounts. Paying 5,000 euros for this, it's not good. Too much. Wait for a good discount and then buy it. It is, in my opinion, much more better than Asus and every other laptop this year, and only downside for me, as I said before, is the software and not being able to overclock another one. But I hope I can solve that in future, and then this laptop would be perfectly. Write me down in the comments, would you get this laptop for yourself? And if you do it, why are you buying it? Are you a just gamer, or you're planning to do something more with this laptop? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share with your friends, and until next video, have fun out there, guys.